Welcome back, everyone, to Try Hard Trucking with the old man, Roll Cage TV. He does the best he can with what he's got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of snow. Falling snow. It hasn't started snowing here yet. It might be snowing by the time you watch this on YouTube. Here in the beautiful state of Minnesota, and it is beautiful. It's fall now. It's beautiful here in the fall. I live in the Twin Cities area, and if you get out of the city proper, you get to see a lot of sugar maples, which are really nice. They're very, very beautiful. Up north in the Great North Woods, you still will see some sugar maples, but it's mostly new growth there, thanks to Paul Bunyan and his blue ox, who chopped everything down back in the day, stripped the Great North Woods, new growth planted, which is all conifers. It's still beautiful though. It's gorgeous up there. Oh, I love Lake Superior. I absolutely love Lake Superior. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm going somewhere. I'm out of the garage. I have marked where I need to go, but I don't have marked the path to get there. So I will do that. I am going to pick up the coiled tubing semi-trailer. I'm taking it up here. And taking it up here is not going to be easy. I don't think there's really a path up here through the snow, but that might be my best option. Otherwise, I have to go up an icy path, like around here. The more preferred path is probably to go up here to here, but then I have to get down there over the hill. So the other option would be to go up here and then along here to get to the icy path and around. That might be the way to go. I mean, it's a big frickin' trailer. Going up an icy path is going to be very difficult. I might be able to get up here, then through here. I think that might be the way to go. Along this shelf. Around here. I think that's going to be the way to go. I mean, carrying this huge trailer, I do not have snow tires on me. So I have to go up via here. And that's not really a dead end. I think I can get through this way. And then I'm taking a chance through this snowy, icy path, but I should be able to stay on the path. This looks dangerous. This looks like a slope of some kind. But I have a feeling this is one of the more challenging paths, because it's a huge trailer I'm taking. But first of all, I have to get here. And the way to get there is all the way around here. So let's start doing that. And I've got my, yeah, this is gonna be a disaster. I might as well take the better path. This way. While I still can take the better road. Yeah, I feel disaster a-coming. I'll get up there and we'll see. Do I think I can drag the trailer up that, on that icy shelf without falling off? Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a pleasant experience. But we'll see. I think that might be the best option. Otherwise, it's trying to get up an icy slope, and I don't have the tires for it. And I've got a vehicle that does have snow tires that I could use in tandem to try to pull the thing, but it's not that good. And this trailer, this truck is going to be incredibly heavy, carrying that big monster trailer. So I've got, I have a GMC Brigadier, which can help pull this truck up someplace that it can't get up on its own. Snow tires not available, or ice tires, studded tires not available on this truck. But I'm not sure the Brigadier can help carry this thing when it's got that much on it. I mean, it was carrying that heavy of a load. But we'll see. Yeah, fixing these, the conveyor belt, that's going to be one of the last things I do. I think I'm even going to do the other map first before I come back here and do that. Because it really does, it's like an anti-construction task. You know, you do these construction tasks to open up roads and stuff. Well, that one actually closes paths, because there are ways to go through the gaps in the construction, through the gaps in the conveyor belt. But once you put the conveyor belts in, you can't go through those gaps anymore. Gaps are too small, or the conveyor belt is too low to the ground. You can't fit through it. And no, this is not a road. That's railroad tracks, and it's ridiculous to try to get to. But you can go through here. This is road. It is road that the Mastodon can get through. It's a little flooded, but it's not too bad. It can be done. And probably the best way to go is to go around here. Back into it and then come back around that same way. No, not you. I want to grab this one. Okay. And that other vehicle is there near the trailer store, but it had the wrong thing, so it would have had to go back anyway. Didn't have the saddle. But while I'm through there, I can also do whatever repairs and get a little bit more fuel. I'm getting fuel there, but get a little bit more fuel. And then from there, I'm gonna come across here, but I'll work that out once I get there. Right, I want to back into it. All right, part A of 2. Part A of B? Part 1 of B. Stop. Stop. I'm getting a drink. Okay. Always the high saddle big trailers are a challenge. So I'm going to take on one of the biggest challenges right now. Am I turning the other way here? I thought I made that first marker a little weird. We got the pink lady out. Been doing a lot with the blue barons. Now we got the pink lady. I've got 5 trucks right now. The only color I don't have is purple. I'm using pink instead of red. If a very useful paid DLC vehicle external to the seasons, extra seasonal paid deal vehicle comes out that fills the niche that I have not filled with these, I will get it and paint it purple. And I noticed somebody turned me on to the fact that you don't have to paint them solid colors. You can paint them multiple colors now, but I couldn't find anything good. Like I could put a green swoop on all of them or something, because green's my color, but paint them different shades of, because I've got an orange one and a yellow one now that are not custom. So I could, I guess, paint them slightly different shades of orange. Because I wouldn't want to paint them like too weird. So I think probably what I would do is just make some of the orange patches slightly larger. It's not like you get a lot of different choices. It's not like you can draw decals or anything on them. You can just, like, the grill can be a slightly different color from, you know, something else, which can be a slightly different color from, you know, the grill can be a slightly different color than the roof, which can be a slightly different color than the bed or whatever. So, but there is minor customization, not a full livery editor, but there are multicolor customizations for doing that, which is nice. You can make a couple contrasting colors and then have a white also, or dark, like, I don't know, I'd have to look at it. I haven't spent any time looking at it. They look okay now, solid yellow and solid orange. The two cars I have that don't have custom liveries, the two ZiKZ have these nice paint splotch liveries that I like. And some people think they look pukey, but I think they look great. Literally pukey, but I think they look great. And then the Rezvani Hercules has a pattern green livery. But what we'll probably do is, even though it wouldn't be patterned, I might do the same thing with the oranges, because you can set up your own custom colors. So I could find the right shade of orange that matches the orange I want, use that as a base color, and then color a couple of other things slightly lighter, slightly darker. So the grill may be slightly darker, and something else on it might be slightly lighter. And if I use custom colors for everything, it'll be easier to see which ones are mine. I do still have two, speaking of maybe useful trucks that have purple, I still have two vehicles from the last paid DLC pack. There was a potentially useful vehicle. A couple that I haven't really tested out yet. I haven't really taken time to do it. But I hesitate. I'm only on region 5, and there's 23 region total. So if I'm gonna get a purple truck, maybe I wait until I get farther along, because these 4 are doing me right now. Wait until I absolutely need a 5th one for some reason. But I don't use any of the trucks that I can find on the map. All the trucks I use are ones that are quick start trucks. That's part of the easy mode. Trucks that you can use right away. I did everything, all the action has been streamed and shows up on YouTube. All my planning, everything else, because it's from live streams. With one exception, and that is the one thing about the trucks, the paid DLC trucks external to any regions. I gotta find a better way of saying all that. The quick start trucks, they do have upgrades that you have to do via levels. You have to get to a certain level to get the upgrades. And so I did spend 6 hours off stream doing because I'm playing on normal mode, I can do contests as often as I want. So I did the food delivery contest over and over again for like 6 hours to build up the levels. I got to level 23 or whatever it was that I needed for all the upgrades. And I would have grinded that out. I didn't. It's not a new game plus or anything. It's just a standard, game. But I did not bother to stream that. And maybe I could have made a bonus episode for YouTube or something, but I did it over about 6 hours, but I did it over a few days. And didn't really keep track. On episode 5 of Michigan, I did show how to unlock that and explain what I was going to do. Actually, I probably showed how to unlock it on episode 1 in Michigan, but I didn't get to it until episode 5. Because you can unlock it right after the tutorial. There's one contract to do to deliver right outside the, I don't remember the name of the contract, but right outside the garage after you finish the tutorial, there's a curtain-side trailer. You deliver that to the farm, which is on the way back to the city on the right. First road to the right is the farm. Once you deliver that, it opens up the contest fuel station. No, why would I fill that up? And once you do that, it opens up. Once you deliver that curtain-side trailer, you have to activate the contest, which I never remember what it is. I have to look it up at some point. Then you get the food delivery contest, and it's very easy to get 3 stars and maximum money and stuff. So that's a good way to raise money as well as get your stars up. But it will take you a few hours to get all the stars you need fully upgraded. Like I said, I took about 6 hours of grinding through. But I'm used to doing like action RPG games, so grinding out levels is nothing to me. Grinding until you get a particular magic item you want, that was nothing to me. So I could grind it out while listening to music or whatever. I don't think I did listen to music. And once you start building up levels to get better tires and things, you can grind it out. You get 6 minutes to do it. I think just by upgrading as you go along, you can eventually get that down to under 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. But that, it does take several trips. If it takes you 3 minutes, let's say, to do the thing, and you have to get that, you have to take 6 hours at 2-minute stretches, it's gonna take you a while. But once you deliver it, you just recover back to the garage, because the garage is very close to the farm where you need to do it. So you pick the goods up at the farm, you deliver them to the one place, and then you recover back to the garage and you do it again. Actually, look at episode 5, because I think in episode 5 of Michigan I did unlock the bridge that makes it easier to do the food delivery task. It gives you a more direct route, otherwise you have to loop around the city. And I'm pretty sure I did unlock that during my first 5 episodes. So in other words, watch my first 5 episodes on YouTube, youtube.com/@RollCageTV. Let's make it brighter. Or watch the first 6 episodes, not the first 5 episodes. First 6 episodes. Episode 6 is when I would have set it all up. And if you want to binge any season, and why wouldn't you? The best way to do that is to, do I have room behind this thing to sleep in? I barely do, I think. Actually, I should do this on the way back, but I should do that on the way back since I'm coming back this way. Whoops, wrong button. This thing more out of the way. Pull it over here. Is this actually a pickup point? I see, no, probably from the other side, I see it. You can just park right there. Are you too far away to change trucks? Of course I am. Where's I going? Oh, I tried to back into it, but I'm not going to back into it now. Actually, I should back into it. Because I am going back this way. Yes, grinding. I do feel guilty about it. I feel like, oh, maybe I should have recorded it as some kind of bonus episode. Just, you know, do a 6-hour stream. Although I was due another 6-hour stream because I'm streaming every Sunday, but I could have delayed my second set of 3 episodes and do a 6-hour stream and make that a bonus episode on YouTube. This thing is big. Delivering this thing is gonna be difficult. More difficult when I don't get it lined up right. Is that close enough? Yeah, it was. Hold on a quick second, folks. Let me adjust my headset. All right, I've mentioned many times that I have long hair. I have it up, but sometimes some of the hair gets away from me. Actually, let's stop the engine before I just start taking off. That's a big trailer, but I've carried bigger ones. Oh yeah, I've carried bigger trailers than that. That's actually pretty short compared to some of the trailers I've taken. But yeah, let's see. How did I say I was going to get there? I was going to get there maybe across this icy shelf, which I'm hoping is flat enough that I can get across it. If it's not, I will be very sad. Oh, this looks dangerous. This looks very dangerous. I have a feeling I'm going to get part way and decide, nope, this is not the way to go after all. I mean, it looks like it's a way I should be allowed to go, but yeah, it looks very dangerous. This might be an exciting episode, or it might be an exciting episode next episode, because I might get there and chicken out and decide, nope, I'm going to go find some other vehicle to get there. And somehow through here, which shouldn't be too difficult. I don't know where the good ice is, where the bad ice is. Pretend it's this way. And I don't know how. I don't necessarily need to go to that place. Can I get there through here? Sure, there's an entranceway there. Let's say through here. There's a way I can. There might be a trail. Get me through here. I'll have to check to see if there's a trail. I am leaning forward. I cannot see chat while I'm leaning forward. In fact, I can't see chat anyway. Let me scroll back, make sure I don't miss anything. Nobody's in chat today. Say something. I get energized when people are in chat. I know sometimes chat detracts from YouTube enjoyment, or it can. I have to be good at monitoring, because people will get off subject, like they'll be talking about other games, not the game that I'm currently streaming. And I can see where that might get a little annoying for people that are just here to watch, say, Civilization. And so I'm streaming Civilization and recording for a Civilization YouTube playthrough. And people join the stream and they're not necessarily fans of Civilization, but they're fans of me from some other game. And then they want to talk a lot about the other game. So I need to do a better job of when that happens. I mean, I love it when people talk about other games that I play. I love it when people talk about me at all. I'm just that kind of person. But yeah, maybe I need to do a better job of politely telling people, hey, I'd love to talk to you more about, you know, game X, but I'm playing game Y right now, so I don't want to get too off subject while I'm streaming this game. Yeah, I got to figure out a polite way of saying that, because I want to be polite. I don't want to turn anybody off. If I got a fan, no matter what game it is, I want to interact with them. But I think sometimes maybe I let it go too far. Now, if anybody wants to chat about the game I'm currently playing, well, that's fantastic. That's all the better. But yeah, I don't want to turn off the YouTube. I guess it's kind of a juggling act. You know, I like streaming on Twitch and then sending those stream replays to YouTube. I love doing that. I think that's a good way of doing things to get both audiences involved. And one of these days, I'm going to set up a Discord for both audiences, but I haven't, and it'll be a while till I do that. But until that point, well, not until that point. Get more fuel and stuff. Oh, I'll have to detach the trailer to get the fuel trailer. I can't attach a fuel trailer to this thing. Yeah, I can do that easily. Pull this a little bit to the side. Get back a little bit. Stop the engine. Buy a trailer. Go get the maintenance one. We're gonna do repairs too. I don't know if I have any repairs, but whose maintenance trailer is? Holding logging trailer. Didn't know that was in the way. Any repairs? Probably not. No damage. Fuel. Can never have enough fuel. Maintenance trailer to here. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Sell the trailer because I can. That's why I play on easy mode. Or normal mode. Of course, as soon as I turn the engine on, I go to get a drink. Alright, I've been going for almost exactly half an hour. Means I have about 20 to 25 minutes to see how far I can get on this thing. Alright, let's go. Let's see what we can do. I'll at least get to the icy shelf before I realize I can't make it. Hopefully there'll be things, safety wrenches I can do. If there's not, I'm not above resetting the contract so that this trailer ends up being recovered back to where it started. I'm not above much of anything here. I recover vehicles when I need to back to the garage. It doesn't cost me anything. I'll reset tasks and contracts if I have to in order to get trailers and goods and stuff unstuck. I hate doing it, but in the past I have deleted trailers and cargo and I got so unstuck I couldn't even reset the task. One time I deleted a trailer. It was a prototype exploration unit trailer that I was using, and I got the vehicle that was attached to it, went downriver with it, and it was too far from shore. I couldn't get a vehicle over there to recover it. And if I would have just recovered the vehicle, the trailer would have been stuck in the middle of the water forever. So what I did is I had to attach the trailer and delete it, and then attach the trailer and delete it right away while it was still within reach of where I was in the truck, and then recover the vehicle. So there's only one trailer that I actually did delete. Otherwise, every trailer gets sold off. I have sold off. And I think a couple of times I had to delete temporary cargo because I didn't realize there was cargo there. There was some cargo on the ground and I got it at a warehouse, not realizing, oh, right next to the warehouse there's some loose containers, cargo containers, and I used the cargo containers from the warehouse instead of using these loose ones. Oops, my bad. But for the most part, I prioritize temporary cargo from warehouses or training sites. Use that instead. If there's any left over, I'll delete it because I'm going to strip the land bare, as I've said many times. I bring nothing. I take only memories and leave behind only footprints and tire tracks. I'm a good conservationist. Means I tear down all the houses I can and I empty all the warehouses I can and sell them. Destroy whatever's here, just so that I don't take anything back with me when I leave. I don't take them. I don't take them home. I just destroy them. What is there a bring part to that? It's take only, it's an old environmental anti-littering campaign. Leave only footprints, and I think it was bring only memory, or I think it was take only memories and leave only footprints. You know, when you go to a national park, you don't take anything with you. Like, you know, one of the endangered species animals or whatever. You don't take anything with you, and you don't leave behind any litter. So you don't take anything, and you don't leave behind anything. So you only take memories with you, and you only leave footprints behind. No litter. But they don't say bring. I mean, what would they say bring? You're going to bring whatever you need. You know, if you're camping out, you got to bring your camping equipment. I guess don't bring no invasive species that are going to destroy the environment. I don't know. Bring only non-toxic hazards and non-invasive species that won't destroy the environment. Yeah, see, that doesn't ring. That part doesn't have a ring to it. Like, take only memories, leave only footprints. In my case, tire tracks. Nobody gets that. I don't know. Some people that watch SnowRunner probably do. They're often almost as old, if not older than I am. And they may very well remember, you know, ad council ads, anti-littering this was a U.S. thing. There was the ad council, which was a U.S. thing. I think it might have been government subsidized. I don't know. That was anti-littering campaigns. It was a very, very famous anti-littering campaign that had a Native American in it, where he's looking around. I don't like saying Native American, though. I mean, if you talk to any Native Americans, especially here in Minnesota, they prefer the name Indian. You know, not being a real American, being an adjective American seems like it's more of a dig. I'm not an adjective American. I'm a real American, like all of you white folks. I'm not an adjective American. Like, black people, most black people, if you ask, prefer being called black, not African American. Anyway, Indian is a little bit confusing though with subcontinent Asian Americans. But I think an acceptable term is indigenous, American indigenous people, or just indigenous people if you're in America. That's different context. But anyway, there was an indigenous person in this ad council, and he was looking around at the land and how littered it was, and they zoom in and he has a tear in his eye. A very famous ad. And there may have been some mistakes made, like maybe he wasn't in the proper, actual proper dress, or that to match his actual heritage, or maybe he wasn't even indigenous heritage. I don't know. But I know it was very, very. It was very moving and impactful and very famous. Look up ad council littering. I don't know, Indian, maybe you'd find it. Probably wouldn't find it indigenous. Native American, maybe you'd find it. Or just native. Native is good. But yeah, it's funny what us white folks think is proper, without asking the people that we're trying to be, you know, respectful, and you know, we mean well. We're trying to be respectful and proper, and recognize that there's all kinds of different people in the world this way, and yet in that process we end up saying things that aren't necessarily what, oh, was I on? Oh, yeah, I'm stuck on that light, for goodness sakes. End up not asking people what they would actually prefer. Oh, well. You mean well. Now you can stop. Release the winch now, and now you can go. I'm already having a hard time. I'm not even at the difficult part yet. I really don't know if that icy shelf is going to do it. I'm going to be able to go across there. I have a feeling it's slanted, and I'm never going to make it. I might. The approved way might be going up the icy slope, which I'll never be able to do. Either because I can't put ice tires in this vehicle. Nor could I even get there. Maybe the thing to do is to park it at the bottom of the icy slope, take another vehicle up there to get up the icy slope, and then use that vehicle to tow this one up the icy slope. But I don't think I have another vehicle. I don't think that GMC Brigadier has enough engine power to take this whole thing up the icy slope no matter what tires it's got on it. So maybe there's another vehicle I can pull out of the, you know, maybe I will christen another vehicle. A vehicle that's just for using, that's powerful enough that can have ice, snow tires on it. Now this is also going to be a case of, I might be able to make this one. Well, it might also be a case of having to pull the thing to the side. Okay. So far, so good. Except I'm not going around, I'm going through. So I'm going to have to see if there is a way to get around. Let's stop the engine. And you know what we're going to do here? This calls for getting out of the truck and taking a look around. It's not cheating, it's just getting out of the truck and looking around. And you know what? We're going to get out of the truck. Clear skies at noon the next day. Get rid of the stupid vignette. Why this is on by default, I don't know. Open the aperture. Free cam. Okay. Now what I was looking to do is to see maybe there was a way. Yeah, see, there is a little trail there. That's the trail I have to get on. Because I don't think there's a way to get out through here. Maybe there's a fence there. But I've already missed my chance of getting on that trail. Ah, there's the sign. Okay. I just have to back it up a little bit. I can get on that trail. Okay. I should be able to back this up because it's a single pivot point. Make sure I don't go over 15 degrees. It's slippery. It is slippery. It's hard to control. It's hard to control. Okay. Well, we'll go farther. Alright, that's good enough. This is the trail we need to take. I knew there was a way to get through here. I just did this earlier today in previous episodes. "43 minutes, and then we come to the, well, we don't come to the icy slope. I think I got time to get to that icy slope and evaluate. But I don't have a good feeling. There's practically ice stuff I have to get through. But I don't have a good feeling about the icy slope. I think it's through here. And I'm hoping that this thing doesn't tip through here. Take out that tree. It's a light tree. I think I can do that. Okay. So this is the path through here, through the valley of the shadow of ice. Stop for another drink. Now, how close am I to the icy shelf? It might be through here. But eventually I get through that, through here. And it's snowy at first, and it's icy, but it looks like it's at a slant. Which makes me very, very nervous. And hopefully I'll get close enough to that thing that'll go away. Trying purposely to get close enough to that marker that it goes away. I'm not going to make it. I'll have to remove it manually. Yes, it removed. Okay, and that one also I will probably remove. I think that's the path there. Or is it up there? No, it's not up there. Anyway, it's up there. There's a path up there. Where does it go to? I don't know. I can't even see where it might go to. But there's a path here through the water. Which is the path I'm taking. And it's near, well, I thought it was near a telephone pole, but that's just near trees. Taller trees. It's the road less, well, I guess the road most traveled. The road once most traveled, and now most flooded. By the way, that poem, everybody misinterprets that poem. Look it up. Look up some critiques of that poem. Just search for road less traveled. I don't even remember what it is. Is it Tennyson? It's always Tennyson. If you're never sure, it's always Tennyson. It's either Tennyson or Wadsworth. Always. Anyway. Yes, it's used for like pop motivational things to say, do your own thing, go your own way. But actually that was likely not the original meaning. And I really need to focus here. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is the road dangerously traveled. It doesn't look like the slope is as bad as I first thought. What time is it? 47 minutes? This is the tricky part here. This is where I get to the tricky part, the worrisome part. Because I can't really tell if it's angled badly or not. I am very, very carefully going to go through here. And I do see signs which give me hope that this was a trail at one point. This was supposed to be a way to go. They wouldn't put signs up here if it wasn't a way to go, right? Nice Canadian signs. Where's this place? Cold Creek Gold Mine. More gold, more gold. More gold. Why do you say that twice? They got a lot more gold. So much more gold, they gotta say it twice. It's so nice. Alright. More and more gold. More gold, more gold. Maybe those are the founders. More gold and more gold. They just didn't spell it properly. There shouldn't be a space there. The name is Morgold. Mr. Morgold and Sons. Or Mr. and Mrs. Morgold. Why did I say Mr. and Mr.? Brothers. Or brothers and sisters. Or Ms. and Miss Morgold. Who knows? Their last name was Morgold. They founded the place. More gold and more gold. That sounds like a good name, right? More gold? More gold and more gold. Okay, I'm getting a little concerned now. I am at 50 minutes. But it looks like I'm able to make it. I don't know how far I am so far. But it looks like it's a little tippy. If I didn't have this truck, I'd be more worried. Although the trailer is also tippy. I know this truck on its own can take a lot of paths that other tippier trucks can't, but this trailer is more tippy than the truck. And if the trailer tips, believe me, it's taking me with it. I have improved my skills some with this game since I first started. I'm still not very good at any video games, but I have Cold Creek Gold Mine. Doesn't say more by Margold and Margold. Founded in 1817 by Margold and Margold. 2017. You know what? That path is not bad at all. It's obviously the way to go, don't tip now. All right, I'm gonna get a big reward for this, baby. That is definitely the way to go. Okay. Yay! I was gonna stop my engine, but I didn't have a chance. Gold mining started. Mountain delivery. Great, Iceman. Now the process will finally pick up the pace. Thank you for your help. I'm sure that was quite the challenge to get it here. Here's what you're due. 900 stars. That's not bad. 10,000 buckaroonies. And you know what? That was worth the money. Because despite what you said, it wasn't a very big challenge getting it up here. I thought it was going to be a big challenge. It really wasn't much challenge at all. I mean, that is definitely the path to go. It looks a lot scarier than it is. Doesn't look on the map like there's this massive side slope here where you could just slide right off the mountain. But no, even with that big, tall, imbalanced trailer, that was definitely the way to go. So I know now. It looks like I can keep going here. Probably to get over to here. And then through here to get up to here and go across here. So I don't need to take this icy path. I can get everywhere I want. I can go down that icy path. And there's a gateway up there, which I already looked at, which isn't open. From here, that would be difficult to get up. But I can come here and through here, and that looks pretty flat. Yeah, cool. I never have to go up on this ridge. I might have had to go up on this ridge. I think I did have to get up on this ridge to scout this area of the map, which was difficult. Or maybe I could just do it from down here. I don't remember. Anyway, well, I'm at 50 minutes. That was perfect. And I was successful. Yay. I'll turn my lights on because it might be dark when I restart. But Cold Creek, does it say Margold and Margold? No, it doesn't. Yes, it is time for me to take a break. If you're watching on Twitch, well, I'm just halfway done. I got another 3 hours or so to go. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next YouTube episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is 6 p.m. or 1800 hours in the UK, almost always. Yet, ironically, almost never 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand. But it's plus or minus an hour, all depending on the time of day and thanks to daylight savings time, or time of year, and thanks to daylight savings time. And thanks to you as well for watching. Twitch, again, stick around. YouTube, next episode. I will see you then.